Nassourdine Imavov. He could, in theory, get a title shot over Khamzat Chimaev. And he even called for it. He said, if I beat Israel Adesanya, I should be the one to get the next title shot. That's what he said. He said he should be the one to get the next title shot. Do you guys foresee this happening? Let me know what you think in the comments. Because for me, I don't think there is anybody who's getting a title shot over Khamzat Chimaev after what he did to Robert Whittaker. To refresh your memory, he went in there against one of the best middleweights of all time. One of the best. Not the best, one of the best, right? Don't come after me here. One of the best, and he submitted him in inside of 2 minutes. Maybe it was 3. Something like that. But it was a spectacular win. And everybody was calling for him to get a title shot over and above Sean Strickland. Even Dricus du Plessis wanted that fight over having to fight Sean Strickland again. So the question is there any realm of possibility where Nassourdine Imavov goes ahead and jumps the line? Gets in ahead of Chimaev. And I think there's really only one realm of possibility, and I don't really see this happening, right? He's going to have to finish Israel Adesanya in one of the most spectacular ways possible, right? Like, he's either going to have to choke him out in the same way that Chimaev choked out Whittaker, or he's going to have to knock him out, inside of 2 minutes in order to jump that line. And even then, it's like the UFC wants Chimaev to be a star, right? They're kind of like, if he keeps winning, if he keeps doing well, sure, we could give Imovov a shot at the title down the line somewhere. Yeah, it's not another realm of possibility. That's kind of what's in their mind. But since his debut, they have wanted Chimaev to become a star, right? And there's been some hiccups with his health and with these things, but him going out and decimating Robert Whittaker and the way he did. And by the way, props to Whittaker for kind of looking at it the way he did. Is yeah, this is kind of funny. I have no idea how to defend against that takedown. What am I supposed to do? Jump over the guy? That was, he kind of sees, he sees the humor in it, right? But yeah, the only thing that Imovov is, the only way that Imovov is jumping the line is, so there's a couple possibilities, right? Of course, the first one that I mentioned, he's going to have to do something absolutely explosive to Adesanya, right? Knock him out inside a round, in glorious fashion, or submit him inside a round, right? And even then, right, because here's the thing, right? What is more impressive than submitting Robert Whittaker inside a round? Submitting the second greatest middleweight of all time inside of one round, right? Or knocking out the second greatest middleweight of all time inside of a round, right? So, those are the only two paths to victory, in my opinion, or paths in which Imovov jumps the line against Chimaev, and that is a big if, right? And then there could be a situation where it's okay, we're going with Chimaev, but if he gets sick again, right? He gets sick, he pulls out, because this has happened before. Although it does look like kind of the regimen he's on now, he's looking healthier than ever before, right? He's not overtraining. A lot of people are saying he's taking his nutrition really seriously. There's more color in his face than ever before. I don't know. That's just what it's kind of, a lot of people are saying. That's what's out there, right? But that being said, that is the other way that I would say Imovov can jump the line, right? Is that, if Dricus or Strickland are scheduled to fight Chimaev, whoever the winner of that match is, a week from today, whoever comes out on top there is going to have to face Chimaev. They schedule that fight for maybe International Fight Week or something like that, or Abu Dhabi, or who knows, right? Giving Chimaev the title shot. But if he gets sick, right? If he gets sick, then maybe Imovov is there. Maybe Imovov is the backup fighter for that fight, right? Again, I don't know. Those are just some things that I think are very, very in the realm of possibility. Things that could happen that give Imavov the jump over Chimaev to get that title shot next. Because he said he thinks if he beats Adesanya, he deserves a title shot, right? And it's like, yeah, I see that. I do kind of agree with that. But at the same time, it's like, if you've got to finish him in glorious fashion, right? Like, if you outpoint him, which, like, frankly, I feel like if you're going into a point fighting match against Izzy, like, that's a recipe for disaster, right? Unless your name is Sean Strickland. But because, like, even if you think about it, his last fight with Dricus, it was like, you know, he was there at a point fight and he was winning in points from what a lot of people thought, and then Dricus got the finish. You know what I mean? So, like, I definitely think that Imavov is going to need a finish to even make a case, and it's going to have to be a spectacular finish in both the eyes of the UFC and the eyes of the fans in order for that to be anything worth discussing over a title shot for Chimaev, right? Now, there is another possibility, right? If Strickland wins, then the question is, do they do an immediate rematch, right? Like, if it's another really close fight, right? If it's another war, now they're one apiece. DDP has one, Strickland has one. Apparently, Alex Pereira is going to be cornering Strickland. I have no idea why or what benefit that's going to bring, but that's a topic for another video. But it could be that, right? You could have a situation where maybe they go and do a trilogy. If it's a really close, really kind of awesome fight, if it goes one apiece, which, like, I'm leaning towards Dricus, right? I think he's gonna take this one. But if it ends up in a situation where, you know, that is the case, they're doing the trilogy, now maybe you have Chimaev and Imavov fight, which that sounds like a recipe for disaster for Imavov, right? Like, I think he got taken down by Brendan Allen. So it's like, if Brendan Allen takes you down, what is Chimaev gonna do to you? You know what I mean? So that's kind of where it's at. It's like, Imavov said that he thinks that he should get the next title shot. Certainly, if by beating Adesanya, he's not crazy for being in that conversation. Under no circumstances is that an outlandish thing to say. But I think in order for him to kind of jump the line, to get ahead of Chimaev for that title shot, he's going to have to do something spectacular in finishing Izzy, right? Choke him out in a couple of minutes, knock him out in spectacular fashion. I think that's the only way. Otherwise, you know, maybe after he wins this, he fights the loser of DDP versus Strickland. You know, that's the only way I see this. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Also, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like and subscribe button, helps with the algorithm, helps grow the channel. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.